Brakti Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash, Kala Lalim Labanawi Yahweh, Bashim Mashiach Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. I just want to touch on this quick vid. It's basically a Northern Kingdom Jake family moving into, I'm assuming, more than likely a predominantly Edomite neighborhood. And this ugly, fat Edomite wench, okay, gets pissed off or peed off slightly, not slightly, more than slightly, at the fact that because they're moving in at a certain time at night, okay, and she's complaining about the noise, but this bitch is making bare noise, you know. And then you know what she calls them? She calls them a bunch of N-words or a bunch of niggers. Let's say it plainly. She goes, just because you're brown doesn't mean you're not a nigger, huh? This is a wake-up call for you Northern Kingdom Jakes out there as well. I don't care how light-skinned you are, whether you look Italian, whether you look like, you know, whether you got the original look of, you know, brown skin and woolly hair, and whether you're light brown or whether you're high yellow, whether you're pale with, you know, blonde hair, whatever. You are still called the N-word, okay? Because you know a Jake, right? I mean, I've got family members, okay? Some with curly hair, some with brown hair, some with green eyes and high yellow skin, some with chocolate skin, you know? And I'm an Israelite foreigner. Jake naturally produces those colors, those shades, naturally, okay? Just because you got straight hair. I even saw a movie once, years ago, I don't recollect the name, it had Nick Nolte in it, and he was a copper based in New York. I think it was definitely late 80s, early 90s. That sort of 48 Hours era. I think it was made at the same time. And he called this Ephraimite Jake, okay? The brother had straight hair, chocolate brown skin. And he called him a nigger with straight hair. Okay? So you Jakes, you know, you Northern Kingdom Jakes out there, you so-called Puerto Ricans, you Dominicans, you Mexicans, especially you Mexicans, okay, that love, you know, Diablo. You love Esau. You worship that Jeebus, that straight-haired Mo with pig skin, okay? No disrespect with my Israelite foreigner brothers that have got that sort of a pale complexion, but I'm just saying, that's still pig skin, okay? Even Cat Williams called it a pork face, all right? Wake up, man. We're the same people. You know, like, for example, especially, I've seen this a lot as well, with Issachar, and Ephraim. You got like Issacharites. I've seen Issacharite women in those Mexican hood type movies, right? And you got like girls and they're beautiful girls, right? And they got the woolly hair, but it's kind of long and straight. They can brush it and it comes out sort of straight, but you can tell that it's got a woolly texture to it. You know, they got these beautiful sharp features like Issacharite women do because it's so beautiful. You get me? We look alike, look like each other. Okay, then you got Israelite foreigners as well. Okay? We got to come together, man. Like Ezekiel 37 says. I hope that's the right scripture. But it's in Ezekiel, paraphrasing there. Become one stick. And that one stick is established through the prophecy with great millstone, whom I'm a follower of, that have the sign of the 12 tribes. Okay? Saying this with confidence, not pride, not arrogance, not saying that, you know, we're the so-called SHIT. I mean, or Salaki, I mean, Great Millstone are the SHIT. Man, they're the only camp, okay, we're saying this with complete humility, but just honesty, okay, that have chariots above them, that have spiritual revelations. It'd be nice to hear about some spiritual revelations with the other camps, you know? You know? Because elect members are everywhere. But Great Millstone, man, starting from, you know, High Priest Arya and King Marsha, who is King David, reincarnated, but he's in the spiritual realm right now. And is it Salaki, if I say it wrong, High Priest Yaikwab. And then, obviously, starting with Abba Bivens in the 60s, 50s and 60s. Yeah? And then you got the apostles were, you know, Elder Apostle Taha, Ramla, Rakar, and obviously Apostle Gabar as well, you know. Great teachers, great prophets. Man, they got some endurance. Seriously, that's some serious endurance the Lord has blessed them. May the Lord bless them even more. Tenfold, you know what I mean? 100-fold, whatever, you know. I'm just trying to be as positive as I can. And, you know, if you can't have, if you don't have the eye salve, Google that scripture in King James. Eye salve, which is basically clarity to see these things, then you're just a goner. Simple as that. And if you don't have the name pursuant to Acts, because there's only one name under heaven that we must be saved, then you're a big time goner. You're still praying to Jebus and you're still celebrating Xmas and Halloween and all that other bullshit, then you're a goner. Okay? Watch GMS GMS Get This Work, Brother Manatazak from the West Coast. Yeah, he makes beautiful videos, just like Manatazak Benyamin from the SF Bay Area camp. He made a video where they showed his Northern Kingdom Jakes, because Esau likes to portray his truth in movies, burning the feet of Northern Kingdom Jakes to tell them to bow down to Jebus. Okay, and now you dumbass fools bow down to that cracker, man, that cracker image, that devil image, you know? And you Israelite women out there, I'm not going to call you Israelite women, no matter what you look like, if you're with Esau, man, death to you. Because I'm tired of seeing women of color with these damn devils. Even if you're a heathen bitch. You know what I'm saying? I hate that, man. They're trying to portray that more and more in movies. And commercials and shit. You know, I'm not... Anyway. Let's just see what this thing says. I might have to go back. I think I'm at the right spot.
Furniture and believes that it's illegal to move furniture at this hour, and for this reason was going to call the authorities on
You're moving because it's illegal at this hour. Please record your moving furniture. Record your man. Record your man moving furniture. Hang on, I'm gonna get my camera to record you in your robe. Go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead.
But you've been screaming since what time?
Have we?
You just moved in.
You're the one screaming right now.
You just moved in.
Who's the one screaming, making a scene?
Yeah, you're the one that had the police.
Making a scene, dude.
Right there. That's the rapist.
I'm gonna find out where you work, and you're gonna lose your job for saying
Maybe
that.
I get paid by the government.
Yeah.
You can't say that word.
Really?
Dude.
You're a
Oh
honey.
my god.
Do you think because you're not
Alright.
brown you're not
What the is wrong with you?
waking me up at 4?
Now you heard it. They blurred out the N word, but you can see her saying nigger. Just because you're brown, it doesn't mean you're not that nigger. Huh? I hope a lot of you Northern Kingdom Jakes see this video. Okay, it's on that sort of Karen compilation. Some of these Edomites out there make these Karen sites. That new saying called Karen, right? Okay, Esau's always hated you, from the days of Cain, and Cain means dagger. Okay. All right. Pardon me. I'm trying to sort of get my scripture game up to scratch. Recently, for some reason, sometimes you get a bit of you can't remember shit clearly. You know, my brain needs to be sharp. I used to remember things really clearly, and I'm not the only one. You know, but the Lord is sustaining me, and Abaratazah may carry on that way. I mean, Yahweh Hashem Yashai Ratazah may carry on that way. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yashai. Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob or Yaquah because of the blessing wherewith his father Isaac, who is Isaac, blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, and then I will slay my brother Jacob. And this is like thousands of years ago, and they've been still trying to slay Jacob. Okay? You Jakes out there, Northern and Southern Kingdom, want to be treated equally. We don't want equality, man. We want superiority. We're superior anyway. Okay? You got Northern Kingdom Jakes, that some of them can pass for so-called white people, but they still get called the N-word. Okay? This is spiritual. Okay? This is very spiritual. They always hate you. You look better. You sound better. You're the salt of the earth. Okay? You invented and created everything. And they just hijack it and put their name on it. It was cool to be an Edomite in the 80s and 90s. I remember. I was there. As a young man. I remember that era. And even in that era, Jake was still getting with his Edomite women. I remember when I went to Canada for the first time in Toronto. Got family out there. And I went to this, I don't know, it's like Six Flags, similar to that. And I was there and I saw these Jakes. You know, I don't know, they must have been Benjamins because Benjamin is heavy up there, isn't it? And it was a beautiful scene. You got these 3 or 4 sharp brothers come out, all braided up, you know. Got that NYC look, you know how it was back in the day. And got their throwbacks on and all that, Tim's, sneakers and shit. And every single one of them brothers had a beautiful Edomite woman on their arm. And they come out of this van, 7-seater, wherever it was. And they come out and the Edomite men were just staring in anger. Seriously, these fat, ugly Edomite men were staring in anger at these Jakes. Jake been with, we're the best at everything. You understand? Salt of the earth. And yet, this is the reason why, and the blessing as well. You know? Esau's blessing is a sword. They only got rulership for a short period of time and it's coming to an end. You know, each day we pass, every minute, every second we pass, yeah, is coming, drawing closer to their end. And this shit's scared. Okay? And even in hell, we're still better than them. Can you imagine once we got our full power, what's it going to be like? It's going to be fucking beautiful. Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Hosts means the Lord of armies. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, or Yahweh. I like to always say Yahweh Bashim Yashai because, you know, I don't want to ever forget the Messiah. Lord forbid. Thus saith the Yahweh Bashim Yashai of hosts. The children of Yasharallah, Israel, and the children of Judah, Yahweh, were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. And to this day, we're in their hands, no matter where we are. From all the several captivities we've been in, scattered to the 4 corners of the earth. Doesn't it make sense when you wake up why you've gone through so much hell? Doesn't it make sense? And then you got Jakes out there. They just think that because they got a dark complexion, that's the reason why they go through hell. It's stupid. You got these Edomite wenches that put fake tan on. You know, a lot of them want to look like Latinas, seriously. I like Northern Kingdom women. They dye their hair jet black and put on that chola type makeup and put that fake tan on, or they put fake tan on. And then you got Northern Kingdom women dyeing their hair blonde. I'm not talking about the sisters that got natural blonde hair. I'm talking about the ones that don't have blonde hair and then dye their hair blonde. If you got dark hair, keep it dark. Okay? Proceeding to Leviticus, a yellow hair is leprosy. Okay? The fact of the matter is, you Jakes have always been hated. Okay? I don't care if you got blue eyes and high yellow skin and blonde streaky hair. If you're an Israelite, you're an Israelite. And this video that I just showed you of this fat, ugly Edomite wench, so-called white woman, okay, letting her true feelings out, calling them the N-word. Okay, they said, just because you got brown skin doesn't mean you're not a nigger. You heard that yourself. Okay? You're not exempt from this. You want to take this, take it, if you want to take this information in, cool. If not, F you. Another thing I want to say is, for further edification, you want to learn more? Go to the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone and affiliate camps. Okay, like Amawan Abad and, Brother Malcolm of the Great Millstone Chicago. And, you just put in Great Millstone. A whole host of beautiful videos are going to come up. And subscribe to the Odyssey channels as well, if you can. Please do. Whether you're for the truth or against the truth, either way, you can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth. Now, since I said that, let's type that in. Can't do nothing for the truth. It's not Slovakia. Can't do nothing against it. Can't do nothing for the. Can't do nothing against the truth. Against the truth. The truth. There we go. Where are we? 2 Corinthians 13 verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. And that's for people like vocab as well. Okay? And a lot of these fake pastors and things like that are stumbling blocks. And that's for the 2/3 to get weeded out. And stop camp hopping. Stay in one camp. All right? When you initially come in, you're going to, sort of like have a gander at everything, check everything out, saying, yo, I want to check that out, I want to check that out, I want to check that out. You may check things out. I did the same thing. I did HOI, I watched Zabak for a bit. But then, I think at the same time, I was watching Great Millstone as well. And then I knew, even now, I get afraid to watch any of the camp. I'm saying, man, I ain't watching any of the camp, man. I don't want a demon to jump on me where I get swayed by some different doctrine. Lord forbid, Especially if you're very spiritual. Like Elder Apostle Gabar says that there's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is spiritual. Anyway, just want to touch on that. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Kahapadash. Shalom.